right now we're on our industry keynote on data-driven decision-making in digital era, and we're joined by Golok Simli, CTO, Ministry of External Affairs. While Golok is an award-winning technology leader and an ICT expert with more than 2 decades of experience, his role is critical in implementing and guiding public sector to use emerging technologies and architecting and executing cybersecurity and data and information security frameworks. Thank you so much, Golok, for joining us today and giving us your valuable time at the World Big Data and Analytics Show. With this, we request you to please join us on the stage and screen with the video and audio on.
Thank you, Avna. Thank you so much for giving a nice introduction. Let me start with saying that at the outset, I thanks TrashCon, their entire team, Bhavna, for welcoming me into this keynote session in the World Big Data and Analytics Show. To start my keynote, I'd like to focus on 3-4 areas. Basically, how is that government looking towards big data and analytics at large? How is that government trying to leverage, or the public sector at large trying to leverage the emerging technology per se, whether it is cloud, artificial intelligence, machine learning, analytics, and so forth. And then I'd also like to focus on where exactly and how exactly one has to plan forward when they are taking advantage of big data or this emerging technology, which you all are witnessing for. Now, coming back to, let me also greet all the panelists who are listening to this keynote. And coming back to the topic, irrespective of whether it is a public sector, private sector, or I'd say society at large, what we are witnessing that, in the digital era and the kind of digitization taking place, whether it is in India or globally too, the essence of data, in terms of problem solving, in terms of quicker decision making, there is enormous, kind of a capacity in terms of bandwidth, and in terms of taking a kind of a right decision at right time. And probably, if I can cite an example from my own program per se, let's say Passport Seva program, I am really able to deal with the kind of citizen sentiments floating across the cyberspace, or the kind of, let's say, suggestions and feedback coming to me in terms of improving the citizen experience at large. And there I am tapping maximum, the kind of a, I'll say, the big data kind of a world. And at the same time, I can give many other examples which within our government setup, whether it is passport, whether it is GST, whether it is railway, or even during the pandemic, how we are dealing with this ongoing pandemic in terms of making the vaccination possible, in terms of tracking and testing, in terms of making hospitalization bed available, or maybe oxygen available. So there are many facets of the big data and the potential of big data, which public sector at large or government of large, we are engaging for, and we are kind of a thriving to achieve the benefit of the big data and analytics. The second very important aspect of the big data and analytics, what I personally or my own experience is that whenever we are moving towards capitalizing or leveraging the big data part of it, the 3 V's to understand are very important. And as on today, if we are witnessing that kind of high volume, high velocity, and high growth, high kind of a veracity of the data, all 3 V's. Now, unless you understand this all 3 V's, its complexity and the kind of enormous data we are gathering, whether in terms of cloud traffic, whether in terms of mobile traffic, unless you have a holistic and structured way of dealing with this big data aspect of it within your organization, in terms of defining your workload, in terms of realigning your workforce, in terms of devising the applications, whether it is a cloud variance application, or maybe it can be your own on-premises data centers kind of applications you are hosting for the beneficiaries as masses at large at one end, or maybe your client and stakeholders at other end, right? Then the other area which again need to be focused is, we always say that when we are analyzing and capitalizing the big data part of it, how do you protect the kind of interest of personal data, and typically when it comes to the government, it comes to the land of law, it comes to the compliances and policies. We always say that we must be able to segregate between your personal data, between your fiduciary data, between your confidential data, between your configurable data. And unless a holistic approach and a structured approach is taken there, again, harnessing the potential of big data become a big question mark. And therefore, what I would like to put forward here is, no, having a good data governance model, when especially you are tapping the potential of unstructured data sets. A structured data set, more or less, you are in control of, because you know in and out of it, right from ingestion to insights. But when it comes to unstructured data set, especially tapping the social media part of it, especially tapping the cyberspace part of it, especially the unknown, fear of unknown, we always say that. Now, there you need to, and you must have a good data governance model to drive this big data concept. So this is the second thing I like to put forward. And the third part is, if we talk about a data-driven economy, I can quote a figure saying that your business analytics and kind of a data mining kind of a application itself, we are somewhere things are being forecasted saying that a market around 14.5 billion US dollar kind of a market we are expecting by 2022. And similar is the case with big data market and analytics market if we see. Again, it is a hoping figure of 274.3 billion US dollar by 2022. And there also there is another interesting figure. We could see that almost, if I focus for next 5 years, almost 32% year on year growth in terms of your compound annual growth rate, if I see. So if that is the market, if that is the potential, if that is the economy in terms of big data, then it is true for everyone, whether it is me as a ministry, whether it any private sector, public sector, society at large. Every one of us, we have to have a framework for how do we deal with this concept of big data, how do we devise a data-driven economy within the organization, how do we realign and re-strategize our workforce. And typically there I say that the 5R has to be taken care, and those 5Rs are nothing but realign, rethink, re-engage, recommit, and I always say that reboot. So how do you plan these your 5Rs when you are realigning your entire organization, where you are realigning your entire workforce, mapping with the workload, the kind of workload you are dealing, whether it is a sovereign workload, whether it is a non-sovereign workload, whether it is a fiduciary workload, whether it is a on-premises workload, whether it is a cloud variance workload. So unless you have a holistic and structural approach, having a good data governance model, it's difficult, and it's the kind of potential you could leverage from the big data and use of emerging technology may not be possible. The last thing before I end my keynote, I would like to say that the big data is here to stay, and it is poised to reform the way we think, the way we work, and the way we live. So thank you, Trescon, once again for inviting me to deliver this keynote, and no, I wish for further success of this event. So all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kumar, for joining us today and giving us your valuable time, Golok. Thank you for that. Everything you spoke definitely resounds from all the experience you've had, and you've put this topic so wonderfully in the nutshell that everyone who's viewing us live, Mr. Simli, will be able to understand everything. So thank you so much for that. And thank you for being a part of the World Big Data and Analytics Show. Thank you.
Thank you, Bhavna. Thank you.
Thank you.